What is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Help. All right, guys, welcome back. Today we've got Mia, a mom who straight up ditched her kids with her sister Emma and decided she's done being a parent. No second thoughts, no guilt, just, I don't want them, and I'm not paying for them. Imagine if a man pulled this, he'd be roasted alive. But when a woman does it, suddenly there are excuses. Nah, we're not letting this one slide. Let's break it down and call out these double standards.
9 months ago and hasn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
All right. What do you mean she dropped them off and hasn't come back?
Well,
Tell me the story. Like what
so
happened?
for one summer she just, called and said, hey, I need to, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer? And I said, sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, is, attending school at night, and I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out, but she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
Okay. And you want your sister to pay child support to you for her 4-year-old and her 7-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Are these boys, girls?
The older one's a girl, and
Okay.
the younger one's a boy.
Okay. What about health insurance?
She pays the health insurance.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I love my niece and my nephew, and I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also. So
All right.
That's it. I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister. I want her to do well. I just need help.
Understand. Okay. Ma'am, what is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours. Your sister is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No, I just don't want to have kids anymore.
Okay, interesting. Now, what about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? You don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
Get this straight. Mia dumped her kids on her sister Emma 9 months ago and never came back. Almost a whole year. Meanwhile, Emma's stepping up like a real adult while Mia's out here living her best life, acting like her kids don't exist. And get this, Mia says she just doesn't want kids anymore, like she's returning a bad Amazon order. Girl, this is not Prime shipping. Those are your kids. To make it worse, she's not even helping with child support, just leaving Emma to handle everything while probably posting self-care quotes on Instagram. You cannot make this.
I make like $40,000 a year.
But you're making money, okay? Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone. You make $40,000 a year. She said you pay health insurance.
And I go to school at night.
Okay. Well, that's good. You don't want to... What are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion, okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
Do you intend on getting your kids back at some point?
I don't know. I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus on my career.
So let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and say, I don't want to have kids anymore, and I'm going to send them, make it seem as though I want my sister to keep them for the summer, when really I'm just going to drop them off and never pick them back up? Like, how did you get to that point?
It just kind of happened, and It
kind of just happened? Are you dating someone?
No.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
Did they have kids?
No.
They didn't want your kids around?
I mean, not necessarily.
So was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no. It's just, I just want to focus on my school, and I work, and so that's like my whole day. And
you have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? You know, because myself, I'm a parent, and I'll do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that, it's really shocking for me. So you'll have to excuse me if I seem a little taken back. It's not making sense, ma'am. What it sounds like to me is that you ditched your kids because of the relationship that you previously had. You're no longer with that person.
Right.
Which means you can go get your kids again, right?
Well, now they've just been there so long, it's maybe what's best. And
well, 9 months is a long time in the sense that you go without seeing them and taking care of them, but you can still make it right.
It's easier for her, Judge. My apologies to just, outburst, but it's just easier for her, for me to have them, basically.
And this is what you're okay with doing?
Yeah.
Excuses for days, and none make sense. She claims she can't afford her kids on a $40K salary, but somehow lives alone and goes to fashion school at night. Make it make sense, Judge Vonda asks. If she plans to get her kids back and she just says, "No, I'm focused on my career." A career in what? Stitching dresses while dodging responsibilities? Here's the kicker. This all started because her ex didn't want her kids around, so she chose him over them. Now that he's gone, she figures, well, they've been with Emma this long, might as well leave them there. No guilt, no shame, just whatever. Absolute clown behavior.
This is what we're going to do. You said you make $40,000 a year. Health insurance, how much was that?
$80.
$80, okay. And that $80, that's for both of the children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to have you do. We're going to have you continue to pay the health insurance. At least make sure the kids stay insured, okay? And you have to keep working because you're going to pay your sister child support. You understand that, right?
But I don't make enough.
Did you think you were going to come in here, not take care of them, and not pay child support?
Well, I just think
I need to hear this.
they're doing okay, and she can do it.
Right, but she needs financial support. Your sister doesn't have any children. You dumped 2 kids on her. And the fact that you think that is okay is unacceptable. You dropped 2 kids on her and you don't even want to pay for them. But what did you think we were doing here today? You think I'm sitting up here so you can waste my time?
No.
Okay, so you'd agree with me, you should be paying your sister something, right?
Yes.
Okay. When do you graduate from school?
In May of next year.
Okay. Where are the children's father?
I don't know.
For both, or, do they have the same father?
No.
Okay, so where is the 7-year-old's dad?
He's somewhere. I don't know. I don't really know.
What about the 4-year-old?
He's present sometimes. He comes around sometimes.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you understand what's going on here today, right? I just want to make sure that you're completely aware of everything that's going on today. You're going to walk out of this courtroom today paying child support to your sister. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you don't understand, I need you to tell me you don't understand, okay? So we're clear, you understand.
Yes.
Okay, so you said you make $40,000 a year, giving you credit for health insurance that bring your gross to $3,253. Your net, $2,798. That's 25% for 2 children. That brings your child support to about $699.50. We're going to round it up to $700. That's what you will pay your sister monthly.
I just don't think I can afford it. I have to pay for school, and that's really what my priority is right now.
Well, your sister's priority is to take care of your children, not her children, your children. So as long as she's in the position that you put her in, you're going to have to make it work. You graduate next year, you can find a job, a better paying job than what you have now, right? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, so then there's no confusion. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Are you upset with her?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I don't believe she did anything wrong. Miss Allen, do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Playing. She orders Mia to pay health insurance and child support, and Mia acts shocked like she really thought she'd walk out free. Girl, you dumped 2 kids on your sister and expected to pay nothing? That's insane, and let's not forget, she doesn't even know where either of her kids' fathers are. Shocker. 2 different dads. Now it all makes sense. She's out here having kids, raising none of them, and taking zero responsibility. These kids don't deserve this mess. Now she owes $700 a month in child support, still arguing she can't afford it. Judge Vonda shuts it down fast. She's got to make it work just like any man would. And that weird laughing face at the end?